Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology, defines positive education as a blend of traditional academic skills and the skills that foster well-being. In this context, positive education teaches skills and knowledge that not only help prevent ill-being, but also promote well-being. It enables individuals to not just survive, but thrive and flourish. But here's the big question. With all this focus on academic achievement, where does well-being fit into what schools are actually teaching? Could we be missing something crucial? If this is what positive education offers, why is there still such a disconnect between what parents want for their children and what schools actually teach? Professor Seligman asked thousands of parents, what do you most want for your children? Their responses included happiness, confidence, contentment, balance, love, health, kindness, and purpose. In short, they all wanted well-being for their children. Then he asked the same parents what schools teach, and their answers included mathematics, success, discipline, test-taking, work, and achievement. Do you notice how there is no overlap between these responses? This stark contrast highlights the gap between what we prioritize in life and what we emphasize in education. Where is the focus on well-being? I'm Dr. Gazal, Bharara, founder and director of Dr. Wellbeing Incorporation, where I specialize in well-being literacy and advocacy in schools and corporate organizations. As a PhD holder in positive school psychology, I'm passionate about bridging this gap and helping create educational environments that foster not only academic success, but also the well-being of every student. This gap between what parents want for their children and what schools offer raises an important question. Should we rethink how we integrate well-being into our educational systems? Honestly, you can't build those values with just one lesson or a solitary focus on health education. Imagine you have an empty bucket in front of you, and every day you pour in just 1 cup of water. It's not much, barely noticeable at first. But you keep going, day after day, adding just that single cup. At some point, the bucket begins to fill up, drop by drop. Before you know, it's overflowing. That's how well-being works. Over time, those small, everyday moments, those little actions, those everyday classes build up. Professor Felicia Herbert said that, quote, if you ask a parent what they want for their child, a common response is, I just want my child to be happy. But what do you mean by that, she says. Presumably, they don't want their child to be unhappy. But what if the child is happy yet unengaged, doing poorly at school, self-absorbed, socially isolated, lacks a purpose in life? She said it's safe to conclude that parents want more for their children than just positive emotions. They want their children to thrive and flourish. But is it possible that we not only teach academic subjects, but also teach people the knowledge and skills of well-being? We teach them skills that help them feel good and function well. So a little while ago, I had this amazing opportunity to attend a positive education workshop at the Institute of Positive Education over at Geelong Grammar School in Australia. Now, if you haven't heard of them yet, they're one of the leading schools to apply positive psychology approaches school-wide and implementing the model for positive education. Let me tell you, the way they approach education is totally different from what most of us are used to. At the heart of this model is something really unique. So basically, it's visually depicted as a circle made up of 6 leaves. Now, these leaves, they are not just any random leaves. They actually represent 6 specific domains of well-being that the school focuses on. Positive emotions, engagement, relationships, meaning, accomplishment, and positive health. The last one, positive health, is where they've taken it a step further than the Professor Seligman's PERMA model by including physical health as a key component of well-being. So the Geelong Grammar School positive education model is an extension or adaptation of the PERMA model. And the best part, all of these domains are supported by character strengths. You can think of these strengths like the roots of a tree, keeping everything grounded and allowing the students to grow in a balanced, well-rounded way. In other words, character strengths connect the various domains and serve as entry points into positive education, especially for younger students. So what's in the middle of the model? Flourishing, also known as complete mental health, optimum well-being, which basically means experiencing high levels of well-being, which is like the ultimate goal. Wouldn't it be interesting to truly understand what it means to flourish? But that's a topic for another video. So, what does this mean for the students at Geelong? It's not just about acing exams or scoring high on tests. It's about thriving and flourishing in every aspect of their lives, mentally, physically, socially, spiritually, and setting them up for success beyond the classroom. For students at the school, positive education is incorporated into every course. For example, in an art class, students could illustrate the idea of flourishing through their artwork. They also have consistent lessons on positive psychology integrated into their curriculum alongside subjects like mathematics. Even their teachers and support staff participate in training programs to understand positive education, and they use its ideas in both their work and everyday life. In essence, the model is implemented on 4 levels. First, both staff and parents begin by learning about positive psychology themselves. Next, they actively live out the principles of positive education. They demonstrate these behaviors in their daily actions. Then they integrate these principles into their teaching practices. They offer dedicated positive education classes and incorporate well-being concepts across the broader curriculum. Finally, they embed a whole school culture and community that supports and fosters well-being. Let me tell you, seeing this in action at the workshop was eye-opening. I realized that this is what education should really be about, creating an environment where students can truly flourish. But how does that actually work in a school setting? If you want to learn how to implement positive education in your school, I encourage you to check the links in the description. Also, stay tuned because we are diving into the details in the next video, and trust me, it is something you won't want to miss. This brings me to the next part of this video. Why is positive education important? You might be asking, why is positive education such a big deal? Especially when kids and teens seem to be doing just fine. They aren't dealing with major mental health issues or academic struggles. Won't it just add extra costs and pressure on schools and teachers? Well, here's the number one reason: to shift focus from fixing problems to preventing them. Adolescence is a critical time of rapid growth and development where young people learn how to transition into adulthood. Unfortunately, many adolescents experience declines in life satisfaction, happiness, and mental health, with an estimated 20% developing mental illnesses before the age of 14. In today's world, where youth mental health challenges like anxiety and depression are rising, it's crucial to shift our focus from merely addressing these problems to proactively preventing them. For a long time, both schools and parents have recognized that existing education models and frameworks aren't fully equipped to meet the complex demands of adolescents. Positive education steps in here. It offers schools an opportunity to not only support students who face mental and physical health challenges, but also empower those who may not struggle with these issues. So, positive education serves as a preventative measure, tackling potential problems before they escalate. At its core, it's about more than just fixing issues. It nurtures strengths, promotes well-being, and enables students to thrive and flourish, all of which are just as important and effective as overcoming challenges and weaknesses. Second, to equip students with skills to enhance their own well-being. Imagine empowering students not just with academic knowledge, but with the tools to truly enhance their well-being. Positive education focuses on teaching character strengths, positive health, meaning and purpose, positive emotions, positive relationships, and positive engagement, and even more. This approach helps students not only survive, but thrive and flourish. By learning how to manage stress, build resilience, and navigate life's transitions, students gain the skills to improve their well-being independently, even when they face challenges. Think of it like this: just as a sturdy tree needs both a strong trunk and healthy branches to thrive, teaching well-being alongside academic subjects is essential. The trunk represents academic knowledge, while the branches symbolize the aspects of positive education. Together, they ensure the tree grows robustly and reaches its full potential. Without one, the tree might not flourish as it should. Third, to enhance overall well-being and other positive outcomes. Interestingly, research shows that focusing on well-being in children and adolescents leads to a range of positive outcomes. It improves stress management, enhances learning, increases school satisfaction, strengthens relationships, and boosts well-being, all while reducing behavioral issues. This is insane. This holistic approach not only sets the stage for academic and professional success, but also acts as a buffer against mental health problems. Positive education creates a positive feedback loop. So, as students practice and reinforce the well being skills they learn, the benefits multiply. This creates a self sustaining cycle where their well being continues to grow and thrive over time. The result? Cost savings for families and society, and a maximized return on investment in education. Investing in positive education isn't just about making kids happier, it's about preventing future problems and fostering successful, fully functioning adults. We need to rethink our approach to education. By integrating well-being skills into school curriculums, we can help students not just survive, but truly thrive. Imagine a school system where every student learns not only academics, but also develops the skills and knowledge to enhance their well-being. Prioritizing positive education allows schools to create environments where students excel academically while also thriving mentally, emotionally, physically, and socially, leading to more balanced, fulfilled, and happy individuals. What do you think? Should schools prioritize positive education and integrate it into their curriculums? How could well-being education impact students' future success? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I am Dr. Gazal, Bharara, and I'll see you in the next video.